it's clearly it will be a chapter 5. It's about linear regression, or is it multiple linear regression, or it's a model selection. It's very straightforward. That means whatever you learned, we will ask the same thing. Okay, so today I think I give some announcement first. Maybe first your assignment. Okay, your due date, if I'm not mistaken, is 11 June. Okay, you still have many time, and then some of the group has been done and finished, I think, because they got my confirmation of the assignment too. I think 2 or 3 groups. Okay, so it's very easy. I think if you ask your friends, I think maybe 1 or 2 days only doing that and then submit. Okay, so try your best to do the assignment too. Even it's 3%, it's very important when we mark when we give you the grade lah. Okay, sometimes 1%, 1 mark, 2 marks is will change your grade too. And then quiz 5, I will do the last quiz. I will give you next week on Wednesday. All right. And after the quiz too, I think I will give you just one. I think maybe I will use your study week to discuss about the 1 or 2 set final exam question. Okay, but next week I just give you do the quiz 5. Okay, I think it's fine kan? Quiz 5 only, and then another 1 hour during the study week. I just give what discussion on but that one we will discuss in group, okay, because some of the student might not want class or discussion during the study week because you want to focus on your study week, okay, but that one we discuss. But I think I will give you one last lecture about apa discussion on the final exam question lah, okay, but past exam question. And then your carry mark, okay, so during the study week I mean I'll still marking, okay, and I will try my best to give your carry mark 60% too during the study weeks, okay. Usually by Friday of the study weeks too, I should be released all lah, okay, 60% too. But from time to time I will try release, okay. But I think just a few students which is have a poor marks, I think, based on the previous midterm. But I still believe if you consistent from last time until now, and even if you start now pun, you still have time to score the final exam question too. Okay, and then I still emphasize that you must be integrity with yourself, okay. Even actually I can see lah during the midterm too, some of you are not some of you are cheating as well actually, okay, from the check too, okay. But this time for the final exam, make sure you integrity with yourself, okay, be honest with yourself. That's why you need to prepare early lah, okay. All right, so without wasting any more time, okay, I hope that you are ready. I want to summarize only chapter 5 ni. All right, so chapter 5 is very important again, okay, especially those who want to score final, okay. Alright, so I think you can see the screen, okay, and I will not do it the full screen because somebody will come in the class in between the lecture. Alright, so if you look chapter 5, it's about linear regression and correlation. So actually, a quarter part we learned before in SPM, in STPM, in diploma, in metric, which is y equal to mx plus c, isn't it? This is what you learned before in previous knowledge, but in our class we have this as y equal to beta naught plus beta 1 x. Alright, that's mean you have, sorry, y head, okay, y head, beta naught head, beta. So this is actually your m, this is your actually your c. So the concept is similar, the notation is different. And in our class, we also solve this using Excel. Okay, so this is the outline. Okay, so correlation here very important. You should know the scatter plot. From the scatter plot, you should know is it positive or negative correlation. Okay, however, or there is no correlation. Okay, but when you have R, okay, we have scatter plot, we have R. R measure the strength of the correlation. That means you can see how good is the correlation. Is it good correlation? Is it weak? Is it moderate? So this value is between -1 until 1. Okay, so this one you must understand as well how to interpret when you calculate. So in this chapter 5, if they ask you to calculate manually, you should put in your calculator. Okay, you should know how to key in the data in the calculator. What is your independent variable? What is your dependent variable? So if you get it wrong, okay, when you key in it wrongly, so you will get a wrong equation as well. And this part also is in the R is also in the calculator as well. You can check. Okay, you can check. You can check. Is it your calculation correct or not? Okay, and then here you get another one from R. You also will have R square, coefficient of determination. So coefficient of determination is measure variability. Okay, usually for example, my weight. Okay, my weight is a dependent variable. Okay, my weight is y. It depends on what? Let's say my calorie. Okay, x is calorie. So this is considered simple linear. So when we have r square, so my weight is explained by calorie by how many percent. So that is coefficient of determination. All right. Uh, so you must understand in this chapter 5, other than calculation, you must know how to interpret the value. Okay. So for simple linear regression model, you have this one lah, y head, beta naught head plus beta 1 head x. Okay, actually x1. So beta naught is the intercept. That's mean when x equal to 0, what is the intercept? And then beta 1 is slope. Okay. So how much is y increase when x1 increase? Okay, for example like that. You must understand how to interpret as well and how to write this equation. So next is linearity test. So linearity test also is very famous question. Okay, so the sense of doing the linearity test. Okay, so from the beginning, you look at the scatter plot. Okay, you have data. Let's say you have sample size 30. All right, 30 students, and then you can see from this sample, from this scatter plot, there is a correlation. And then when you calculate R, okay, this is small r, you see there is a correlation as well, but maybe weak ke, moderate ke, okay, and then you also have this r square, and then you also can have this equation. Okay, so linearity test, they want to see either population, clearly there is a linear relationship or not. Okay, that's why you will have here beta 1, if I'm not mistaken, beta 1 equal to 0, beta 1 not equal with 0. Okay, so here you must understand what does it mean. So here there is a linear relationship. Okay, there is a linear relationship. All right, so you must understand what does it mean beta 1 not equal to 0. So this is hypothesis testing as usual. You have 5 steps. Okay, so here it can be used t-test or it can use f-test. Okay, ANOVA, and from the output. Okay, let me show you 5.3 ni. I just review back, okay? Suppose you watch it from the video, isn't it? Okay, so I just highlight back what important, which usually student make mistake, okay? So, and a few things might be not informed in the video. This one, okay? So if you can see this one, 5.3.1, okay, actually 5.3 lah. This one, isn't it? Linearity test. So you can use t-test or you can use ANOVA. All right. So t-test usually you will calculate manually, but important, this is the same thing. Okay, the hypothesis. And then the step is similar with hypothesis. You can see when you have t-test, you will have left and right side, okay, because it's a two-tail, isn't it? But if you have p-value, which is this one from ANOVA, usually from the output lah, okay, from the output, the Excel output, the ANOVA table too, they will use a p-value, okay, and conclusion as usual. So this is when you use the t-test, okay. But when you use the ANOVA, okay, this is the output. Or sometimes you can calculate using manually. This is the formula for manual calculation. But sometimes you will have it from Excel. Okay, I think we have it in this slide. This one. So this is what we have ANOVA table. Okay, this is what. So everything actually, everything is in the slide, everything is in the model. If you follow step by step, you will see clearly, you will understand clearly. Okay, so that is 5.3 linearity test. All right, and then we have multiple linear regression. Okay, so when multiple linear regression, you will not calculate manually. Okay, we will use Excel. Okay, usually you will do, you will run the multiple linear regression using Excel, and then you should know or read the table, the Excel output too. You must know how to read it. Okay, and then the interpretation is quite similar lah with the simple linear regression. Okay, but for example, okay, this one is simple linear. Okay, multiple linear, where is it? This one is multiple linear. So you still have three. The output, okay, the output for each run, you will have three tables. The regression statistic table, the ANOVA table, and the coefficient table. So usually in exam, for multiple linear regression, either we give you all the final, all the model output, or we just give you the final model. All right, it depends. You can see from the previous exam question how the concept or how we give you the output to. Okay, because this one also related with model selection letter. Okay, you must know how to read the table. So from this slide ni, you can see multiple R actually is your R. Adjusted R square is this one. And remember, when we have multiple linear regression, we use adjusted R square, not R only. Okay, and then this ANOVA table is also measure the linearity test. But now instead of one beta 1, we have beta 1 and beta 2 as well. It's similar concept, which is you want to see there is a linear relationship or not. Okay, and significant F is your p-value lah. Okay, again similar, reject H null when p-value less than alpha. That's why I said p-value ni punya decision rules is very important until you work. Okay, and then the next table is coefficient table. From here you will have the regression model. Okay, so this one consider two independent variable. And then actually from here you can see the p-value as well to check either the value is significant or not. So let's say my alpha is 0.05. So x1 is significant, x2 is significant. How do you know it's significant? When you see p-value less than alpha, that means significant. You reject H now. Okay? Alright, and then, alright, this is the explanation. Okay, for sure you can read the slide, you can watch the video. All right, model selection. Okay, model selection is based on last night lecture. I'm sorry, okay, if you hear background at the back too. I have kids 4 years old. It's difficult to control. Okay, model selection. So whatever that you watch or whatever you learned last night, okay, it's similar. Okay, nothing to have a different. However, um, I think a few things that not a few things lah. I think how to choose the best model. First is based on p-value model lah. Okay, and how you sometimes it's difficult to apa ni to choose which one is the best. Sometimes you have similar value and so on. Okay, but there is a way how to do it. Okay, if you and it's different from one question to one question. So that's why if you do exercise question or tutorial question, you can see or you can improve your skill how to choose the best one. Okay, so if you look here, for example, 5.9, for sure, we look at the one variable first. You can see this is significant, this is significant, very smallest p-value. But this one is not, isn't it? That's why C, I will remove totally. Okay, if I need to choose the best model among all. Okay, but I'll check first the p-value. And then this one can be considered, can be considered, can be considered, can be considered. But if I set here C, here, it's not significant and I want to remove, I also can remove all this as well because we have C inside. Okay, all right. So now if we look R square, so if I look R square for simple linear regression, okay, so here I can see W is higher compared to others. Okay, and then if I look two model or two variable involved, here. Okay, let's say HW adjusted R square, you get 0.87, which is improved from W only, right? That's important. That skill is important. That means at first you can see these two, this is the highest, but then from 0.79, I include H inside here, I get 0.87, which is give you improvement solution. I mean improve calculation, improve value. Okay, so this is nice. But if you look here, okay, I know that I removed already which model has C. Okay, and you can see if I include C into H, it gives you 0.23. If you include C with W, nothing, not much improve, which is get 0.003, right? And then if you consider all, you get 0.87, which is similar with HW. All right, sorry, I'm not here. You are coming. Do you hear my voice?
Yes, Doctor, can.
Cannot hear my voice? Inform, okay? Because I cannot hear who's coming just now. All right. So that's how you choose. Okay. And again, different question has different situation. But if you try many exercise in the tutorial question too, I believe one will be similar or quite similar with your final letter. I mean, you will understand clearly the concept, how you choose to. Okay. Because sometimes it's difficult to choose. And if you look question tutorial too, there are one question which give you all value are very low. But at the end, you need to choose as well. So you need to choose wisely lah. Okay. All right. So similar with others, usually when they ask you to choose which model the best, they want the reason why. So the reason is the p-value is very small, significant, and then the adjusted r square or r square is very high. Okay. Another trick question, which is usually in exam. Okay, let's say lah, from this question, my model, the best model is this one, isn't it? HW. So I only use H and W. However, sometimes in the exam question, the last question, they will ask you to find Y hit. Okay, find Y hit. Okay, but they will give you H value, W value, and C value. Okay, so some student confuse. They give you all the value. Okay, and some student will use this model to calculate. So that one is wrong. Okay, although given all value here, C, W, and H, but this is the best model you choose. So just use H and W value and fill in, calculate the Y hit. Okay, so don't confuse with the question. Okay, the question too, because it depends on students sometimes how you choose. Okay, that's why we give all the three value. Okay, but it depends on which model you want to, which model the best lah. All right. Okay, so yes, that's chapter 5. Okay, that's why I said chapter 5 is very easy and easy to score. Okay, because whatever you learn in chapter 5, that's only they will ask you. Okay, so I believe if you just look chapter 4, 5, 6, those yang have poor mark too, you can gain back the marks at final. Okay, but for those who wants A, for sure you need to look from chapter 1, 2, 3 until 6 lah. Okay. Okay. Do you have any question for this one?
So far, no, madam.
Okay, and I really do hope, okay, I really do hope all of you watch the video. I know maybe sometimes you are overwhelmed with the online learning ni, because yeah, I can hear as well lah from the feedback ke, from the UNP through ke whatever tu. Yeah, you are overwhelmed with the video, the exercise, all right, and then you not only have my subject, you also have other subject, you also have other project to apa ni, to complete. Okay, but again, this is not first semester or not first time you learn online learning. Okay, so try again, manage your time, and you must start from early. If you didn't start early, then you not consistent. You bayangkan, baru sekarang nak tengok semua video applied statistik. Memang harulah, memang tak masuk pun. You akan lagi stress. Okay, you must study smart. If you are stuck already, try find lecturer, try look which chapter yang you must focus on. Okay, study smart. Don't get more stressful. Don't do that. Okay, and then try find friend as well. Okay, I know for first year student, I'm really sorry. Maybe you didn't see your friends face to face, but at least try engage with your colleague. Okay, especially first year student, because I also have anak PA, which is first year student, didn't engage with their colleague. So try you and yourself, your friends, engage. Okay, try get information. Try. I mean, sometimes you study online, you need to release your stress with talk, isn't it? So that's why you need a friend to talk. You need to call and talk with your friend. Something like that lah. Sometimes for sure we can talk with family, with moms, with dad, with sibling, but sometimes we need someone others. Okay, so that's why we need friends. So that's my advice lah. Okay, because I know it's being a stressful at home. So really sorry guys. All right. So I think if you don't have any question, I know you know how to find me. We have WhatsApp, okay, and we also can have a video call if you want. Some of your friends do that as well with me when they start at the Excel thing, okay, Excel for the project lah, okay, for the assignment. So similar, if you need me for that, also can, okay. So no question kan? You all memang very good tau, no question at all. So okay, I do hope you have a good life during the lockdown. If you have to get vaccine, try get it, and then try manage your time wisely lah. Okay. So I think that's all for today. Thank you, class.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Dr. Stacy.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.